Hello, this is B-Matt here, and today I'm doing a little bit of a post-commentary fun time with this game called Indivisible. Now, for the next few minutes, if you don't want to waste your time listening to me, I'm just going to get to the point and so that, you know, I don't waste your time any more than I have to. The point is I want you to give money to this. Indivisible is a game that is currently being funded on Indiegogo. It has 4 days left of its funding to its 1.5 million goal. It is approaching 1.3 million right now as of about 4:30 Eastern Standard Time on November 30th, which is the time I'm recording this. The exact total is $1,280,129, which is close. It's almost 200,000 away from its goal, and it's reached about that much just yesterday and today. And there's a whole 4 days left, and we're approaching the end times. Now, Indivisible is something that I have been trying to preach on social media, my Twitter, my Tumblr, the things that I actually use very rarely, the people I care about. Because very rarely these days is there a video game that really captivates me to a point where I'm just, you know, throwing money at the screen at this point. And that's not to say that I'm gonna give you a whole, like, video games are bad rant. I'm just saying there's a lot of video games that, like, you can be excited for, but there aren't a lot of video games that I am just elated, especially at an early stage, basically pre-alpha relatively stage. Indivisible is, I guess, crowdfunding done right. Not to say that nobody's ever done crowdfunding right, but obviously crowdfunding is under a lot of scrutiny due to, you know, people fucking over other people and not delivering the products promised and late delivery times and all that. You've heard about it, I'm sure, if you know anything about crowdfunding. Indivisible is, I mean, look at this. Right here, here's the footage of me playing the prototype. This is like my 4th time playing the prototype. Mostly, I actually tried to record, I think, my last time playing it, and I like totally, it was like 3 in the morning and I just wasn't together. But this is a game that isn't even like in alpha, basically. Mike Z already confirmed that this prototype is not even a fraction of what the final game's gonna be like, which means they've already put this much effort into animation, art, coloring, level design, you know, movement, that much effort, the battle system, into a prototype of a game that's not even a fraction done, and they have no money for it. Now, if you were paying attention to Indivisible before it even, you know, was on Indiegogo, before the campaign even started, they were already promoting the hell out of it. They were already going for it. And they spent all that time trying to promote for this moment, for the campaign. And the real sad thing is, you've got something tangible here. You've got a tangible product. This prototype is a tangible. It's not a concept art, it's not, you know, pictures, it's a concept that you can actually interact with that gives you an idea of the game firsthand with your own input. You never get that. You will never ever get that from a lot of, like, if any crowdfunding for video games, you'll never get this level of, you know, they give you everything. They're very transparent about where the funds are going. You understand everything. They put so much effort. You go on the Indiegogo page, you can see all the incarnations. There's so many. Someone has put their blood, sweat, and tears into drawing those, coloring those, coming up with concepts for them, origin stories, what they do, what's important about them. Everything's so fleshed out. And this is pre-alpha, basically. The game's not even made. They're trying to get the money to make it, and this is how much effort they've already put in. They've already thrown down everything. You will never see people put that much effort into something before it's conception, before it is even conceived to be a thing. You will not see that much effort. And Lab Zero Games, and if you don't know, they are the guys behind Skullgirls. If you've never heard of Skullgirls, it is a fighting game with excellent art and animation. It's beautiful, it's stunning, the backgrounds are excellent. I'm not very good at it. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of fighting game. I'm more of a Street Fighter guy. But still, it was captivating to play the game because it just looked so good. Everything was so creative, and they just created this very expansive world. And you can see that all those kind of elements are coming into this game, but it's a completely different kind. And I can tell, just from Skullgirls and from this alone, these are the kind of people that really love what they're doing, really love what they're making. And it's a rare thing these days, especially in the video game industry. You don't get a lot of people who really believe in what they're making. And you see this kind of love and care put into a product basically before it's even being really made with actual money, actual funding. They pour down every extra cent just to give you the maximum amount to convince people to fund this thing. And the real shame in it is that it has taken so long to get to this. Like I said, it was $1,280,129 of 1.5 mil, and they had the full Indiegogo time frame, which I believe is 30 days, like Kickstarter's is. And they had to get an extension. Now, I believe Kickstarter doesn't do this, and Indiegogo does do this, but Indiegogo gives 20-day extensions if a project gets to a certain percentile of its goal within, I think, 72 hours of its finishing. And so originally that threshold they had to reach for the extension was $900,000, and for the last like 2 days before it hit that 72-hour mark, they were pummeling it. It was going up and up and up and up. The money was dropping on the ground, and they got it up to 900,000. But it took them that entire month to get to 900,000. And then they got the 20-day extension, and it took 16 days for them to get up to almost 1.3, and that is seriously impressive. That people wouldn't just jump in and fund this immediately, and that's the thing. There's so much being done right here. That's the thing. That's what's really baffling me. It's that they had to get the whole 30 days and a 20-day extension, and it's taken them that long to not even reach their goal. Which is why I am gonna plead with you, probably small amount of people watching. Throw a dollar, throw anything, throw the smallest increment of money you can afford into this. Every dollar counts, because look at this. Even if it isn't your thing, it deserves it. It deserves to be made. These people deserve to have the job of making this game because there's just so much there. This isn't a half-assed project with nothing to show for it, no concepts, nothing. There's so much tangible stuff here. There's so much. Not only do they give you something to play, they give you something to interact with, and then they give you all this support, things that you can believe they're going to put in the game because they've already put this much effort into a demo. Not even really a demo, it's like a pre-demo. It's a demo of a concept. And how it baffles me, really. It is just insane that this much effort is put into a game and it does not just succeed outright. Now, I know there's a big thing about Indiegogo, unlike Kickstarter, where Indiegogo takes your money on pledge rather than takes your money on success. Kickstarter takes your money on success, otherwise nothing happens. Now that's possible, that's the reason why so many people will donate in the last few days, because they're finally making those final, getting paid and making those final choices. It's possible, but still, this game, day one when I saw it, I had to throw down money for it, because it was just so impressive. I was so impressed with the amount of work they were putting in. And there's so much modesty in these people. There's just so much appreciation for their support. And there's a reason people are trying so hard to get this funded. So, I plead you here, play this prototype if you haven't, get a feel for it, and then if you're convinced, like I am, donate $1. Even if it's as tiny as $1, donate something, because this game deserves to be made. It is excellent. Lab Zero Games is an excellent excellent developers. They're very passionate about what they do. They put so much effort into this. You can tell that this is going to be something great. I am just 100% convinced that this is going to be something excellent. And I am just enthused to hell and back about the creation of this game. So I'm hoping it'll get up to that 1.5 in the last 4 days. And this is where we really need to strike the iron and donate. Now, I'm gonna up my pledge. I'm going up to like $200 now, and I don't throw that much money down for like a product that isn't made. Crowdfunding and me was very skeptical, but it's hard not to see what they've done right here. So please support Indivisible. They deserve it. Play this prototype. It's free. Go to the Indiegogo page. It'll be in the description. Otherwise, you can use Google or Yahoo or what the fuck you use, because you'll find it. Please, it deserves it. Thank you for listening. This is B-Mac. See you later.